Yeah, they scared of you.
Don't forget about our next series with all the teams will receive the Timberwolves. Once again, bring the fans and get a Timberwolves. The National Basketball Association and the Minnesota Timberwolves are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to avoid any protective behavior such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court, or interrupting play. Spectators engaged in such behavior are prohibited.
Oh, say does.
Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight. Here we are, Stan, beginning of the season. Certainly, what has stood out to you so far in these early days?
Well, Kevin, there's certain guys around the league you can already see who have worked hard and made improvements to their game in the offseason. Now they're just going to have to be able to sustain those improvements and make adjustments when defenses start to figure them out.
And that's the rub, isn't it? That's the tough part of this whole thing. Adjustments never stop. They go back and forth and back and forth. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Then it's Denny Avdia. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Pickett in a power forward. Pass to Cox. Stolen by Henderson. Avdia against DeRozan. Here's Ayton. Here's Henderson. That one goes. Count it.
Well, sometimes you got to go in there and play big, and that's what Scoot did.
Reed with a screen on Henderson. Cox the pass to Reed. There's the triple. Dillingham, no good. Now, here's Avdia. He's covered by Cox. Here's Sharp. And he lays it straight in.
Well, you know Coach loves seeing the offensive game plan being executed to perfection.
Here's Cox. The layup off target. The Trailblazers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for it to start off this game. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt, and they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability, and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
Here's Towns. Trailblazers knocking down the tray. Timberwolves passing it around. Towns a screen on Henderson. 6 to shoot. Will it go? Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time you just couldn't get it done.
And it's Sharp missing.
Well, there you have it, their first miss of the game, but still off to a solid start here in terms of shooting.
Pass to Cox. Now here's Reed. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, Reed has only become more confident as time has gone on at the arc. He will not hesitate.
Henderson inside the three-point line. From the top of the key, he buries it.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Oubre is checked in, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Simons, he's checked in for Avdia. Portland leading by 5. Now let's find out what head coach Chris Finch had to say to David Aldridge. David?
Now he highlighted the problems that come along with facing a center like DeAndre Ayton. Coach said DeAndre impacts the game on both ends of the floor. He can score inside, shoot the mid-range jumper, and defensively he can protect the rim and switch out on the perimeter. Certainly a talented young center. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Towns. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
So skilled working inside. Towns knows how to operate down low.
Simons with the ball. Pass last game, 26 points. And the 3 off target. Here's Cox. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Henderson for 3. It's good from long range. Henderson's got 7 points in the game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Pass to Cox. Towns a screen on Henderson. Cox the pass to Towns. That one good for 2. Towns has got his second bucket.
Relentless effort from Towns inside, powering through the contact.
Henderson kicks to Simons. Back to Henderson for 3. Oubre pulls it in.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
1:11 left here in the first quarter. Here's Cox. Hits it from 3-point range. Cox has got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Timberwolves. They get a hand on it. And now the Timberwolves on the break. The kick out to Towns. Towns a screen on Ayton. Here's Cox. He's covered by Ayton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He said, take a seat, young fella, and just enjoy the show.
Henderson passes to Ayton. Plays it up and banks it in.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Here's Simons. It's rebounded by Towns. Here's Cox. Easy 2 points on the layup. Cox has got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on it.
Minnesota making some changes. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Williams. And it's Goose in for DeMar DeRozan. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Henderson and Simons are their guards. Ayton is out there with Avdia. And it's Sharp in at the 3, the small forward. How about 2 minutes gone in second quarter basketball? No one covered. Simons has got his second bucket tonight.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Simmons on the wing. Towns sets the pick for Simmons. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Oubre against Henderson. Ayton inside. He really played well in that last game against Golden State.
Well, there's a reason Ayton has a high field goal percentage every year. He typically takes shots he knows he can make.
Towns gets a screen from Cox. The 19-foot shot connects the jumper cross. He's got 6. And so Henderson will bring it up for the Trailblazers. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game marks the start of a 5-game homestand, the longest of the season. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Goose in their last matchup against Indiana was terrific. Dropped in 36 points and worked hard on defense, recording a number of blocked shots and steals as well. He ended up with a stat line he's no doubt proud of, and I'm sure he wants to replicate it again. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for a provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Avdia finds it. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Shaden Sharp picks one up.
And Towns is a lot for a defense. He's looking to score inside.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, there's
and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Pickett's checked in. Pass to Avdia. Henderson, no one around him. Drains it from beyond the arc. Henderson's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Portland. Here's Cox. Henderson defending. Towns, a screen on Henderson. A kick out to Towns. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Down low. Henderson, no good.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Stolen by Avdia.
definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
The Trailblazers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And the second free throw, good. 8 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Reed, driving in, good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Minnesota on top, up by 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
You know, right now for Minnesota, this team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant.
And now let's focus on the Trailblazers. At halftime now, it's been a tight one.
They're not showing enough fight defensively. Take some pride in getting some...
And that's a halftime.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen a tremendous game from Goose.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
The post tandem will be Towns and Reed. Goose out there with Dillingham. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Avdia, the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
It's always good to see Ayton going up strong, using his physical gifts.
Pass to Cox. Throws it from outside. Cox has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Ayton sets the pick for Sharp. Good. 8 points for him.
Nice focus. Sharp wanted that bucket inside, so he went and got it.
Here's Cox. Henderson defending. Cox, no good. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Pickett, that's good.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
We always talk about getting good looks. Here's who's doing the best of it in the NBA. And you look at Goose, 4th in the league and as consistent as they come.
and just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good.
Wow, what a great move inside. That is incredible. Well, that's one way to get yourself open. Henderson knocking the defender off balance.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Towns finds DeRozan. Here's Dillingham, defended by Sharp. Shot clock at 5, and they get it. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. So we'll see Scoot Henderson go to the line here. That one on DeRozan. The Trailblazers shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
Well, Scoot has all the physical attributes. He has the fearless mentality. But like most young players, he just needs some time to develop and adapt to the NBA game.
DeRozan on the wing. Towns a screen on Avdia. It's DeRozan with the drop. And that one is good.
Yeah, when DeRozan is assertive like that, it's a huge plus for this offense.
Henderson passes to Pickett to the inside. And Ayton throws it down.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Inside. Here's Cox. Got a hand on it. Stolen away. Pass to Reed. Some solid defense from Ayton. And Portland with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run. Wasted no time on that one. Sharp's got the lead up to 9 now for Portland.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Going inside. Here's Cox. Henderson defending. And he gets it to go.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Pass to Ayton. And here's Sharp. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Jacks up a 3. Here's Pickett. There's the 3. DeRozan with the rebound.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Houston Rockets. Then on Tuesday, they'll tip off a road trip in Toronto where they'll take on the Raptors.
And looking at the Rockets. Matchup, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan. As it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Three-pointer, Simon trains the three-pointer. Simons has got 9.
Textbook pick and roll. Simons is a natural at running these sets.
Pass to Dillingham. Williams a screen on Simon. Here's Cox. Portland grabs the miss. Ayton's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. It's Henderson on the wing. Fires for three. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Williams, a screen on Henderson. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Cox.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
To the paint. Here's Ayton. A block shot. Again, the Trailblazers score.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Over in the corner, Williams. Pass to Cox. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Simon.
Great energy.
Completely new lineup for Minnesota. And almost entirely new group there for Portland. Pickett's checked in. Avdia comes in for Murray. Shaden Sharp's checked in for Isaiah Joe. And Scoot Henderson subbed in for Anfernee Simons. On the floor for Portland, the wings, Sharp and Avdia. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Henderson. And it's Pickett in at the four-man position. Here's Sharp. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Crafty move. Jams it in off the great move.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
When you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Henderson passes to Ayton. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 9. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Buries the long-range jumper.
Often DeRozan attacks in motion, but he clearly can spot up as well.
For three, Henderson. And it's blocked by Cox. And that one's good, Ayton. Minnesota's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Cox to the middle. Pass to Reed. Reed off the big from Cox. Reed misses.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
Henderson dishes to Ayton. And here's Sharp. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds in this game. Cox the pass to Reed. Here's Cox. The Trailblazers pull it in. Ayton's burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well. You're going to remember that for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter. To the inside. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, this is what you love seeing from Scoot. A desire to involve teammates in pick and rolls.
And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Dunks aren't always for the big guys.
Serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Well, a huge bucket there to stifle the crowd.
Yeah, very little to cheer about for them at the moment.
Towns a screen on Henderson. Here's Cox. Henderson defending. Here's Reed. No good on the triple. 32 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Ayton, the pass to Pickett. Drills the three-pointer. And it's an 11-point Portland lead.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Here's Henderson. Pass to Avdia. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And